a viewing of two great campsites. The first one is in the New Forest in Hampshire, South England. And here's the entrance. Doesn't look much like a forest here, but I can assure you, once you go through the entrance, you're in the forest. And it's a fantastic site and not expensive. But you have to remember to bring your own toilet because there are no toilet facilities at all. And the name of the site is Setthorns. Well, here's a map of the site, and we're going to start off here and go past the reception here and round this part here, which is where I stayed the first time, and it's called the Brow. So on my trusty scooter Muriel, let's take a ride around the Brow. All the pictures in this area have electricity, and this is where I stayed last time, and I was lucky enough to see this right outside the van. It seemed like there was a whole family there. They didn't seem bothered by me or the fact that I was using a camera with them. A beautiful sight. From there we go across the bridge over the disused railway line and up the hill here into this area and all the way around here, down there like that. I've just crossed the bridge and there's a cattle grid there, and since Muriel won't cope with the grid, I have to go through the pedestrian gate, and the bridge is over the disused railway line, which is now a pedestrian and cycleway. But we're going to take a ride up this hill. There's a lot of nice things about this site. One of them is the fact that the pictures are not regimented. They're just sort of scattered, and you can see in amongst the trees, and each picture is well away from the next one, and good size, beautifully laid out. Makes you feel almost like wild camping. This time we're going to go off around the select pitches round here, all the way round and back to the junction here down the hill. So here we are in the select area, and the area is known as Hilltop, probably because it's on the top of the hill. But here the pitches are even bigger, and each one has its own picnic table, which is very, very nice when it's sunny like this. But it's very, very popular. We tried to get an extra night here, but the whole campsite was full. So that's when we carried on to our next campsite, which you'll see after I finish going around this one. And finally, round here, all the way round here, and take a look along the railway track, or the disused railway track, and then back to where we parked, just about here. It's a big, big site, and I love it, absolutely love it. In this area there's a mixture of pitches with electricity, pitches without, and grass pitches. But again, it's very, very pleasant and very peaceful and very, very wild. But let's take a look up onto the railway track now, or the disused railway track, which, as I've said before, is now a cycleway and footpath. We're going to get through this gate in order to get there. And there's looking down in one direction, nice and straight, and turn around looking in the other direction towards that bridge that I've previously been over. And now we'll rush down to where we're camped. Just along this road here, there's past some grass pitches, and round the corner here, and we're just about there. There's Gwendolyn over there. That's her home for these 3 nights. And round the corner is Rosalie hiding. There she is. But now that's time for an end to this campsite, and we'll go on to Tucker's Grave. And now to Somerset. Well, having spent 4 nights at Setthorns campsite in the New Forest, we've now come to this place, which is Tucker's Grave Inn and Campsite.
Many years ago, it was a mortal sin to commit suicide, and people that did commit suicide were buried at crossroads. And at this one particular crossroads, we find Tucker's Grave Inn. And it's a very interesting place, over 200 years old. And there's a little rhyme here on their website that I'm going to read out to you. And this gives you the history of Tucker's Grave. Tucker's Grave Inn, a pub renowned, where Edward Tucker's fate was found. In days of old, suicides forbidden, at crossroads lay his grave hidden. 1827 brought a licence anew. Rossiter's venture,
really is
a
lovely.
place to brew. Bread, beer, cider, victuals so grand, Tucker's Grave Inn, built on this land. Then came the Wilson pair, Jimmy and Marjorie, guiding the pub with fervent bravery. Through acres of land they made it thrive, preserving the legacy, keeping it alive. Glenda and Ivan, in 84 they arrived, their love for the pub truly revived. With devotion untamed they carried on, the legend of Tucker's Grave never gone. Now a new family holds the reins, continuing the story where history remains. A pub of allure where tales intertwine, Tucker's Grave Inn, a timeless shrine. Locals and travellers side by side drink within its halls where stories reside. Edward Tucker's spirit forever gleams, in the walls of Tucker's Grave it beams. So raise a glass to this legendary place, where history and legend embrace. Tucker's Grave Inn, a beacon of old, where stories are told and memories unfold. Cheers.
We'll take a walk into the pub now, into the inn, and they charge not by the pitch, but by the person, and it's a very, very reasonable £12.50 per person per night. So we're in 2 vans, so it's costing us £25 a night for the 2 vans. That's without electricity, but it's extremely good value for money. Before we look at the campsite itself, let's go and have a look at the bar, which is really peculiar. And there's a little parlour there. Welcome to the old parlour. You can get a meal and walk down this sort of passageway here, back in to get a second glass full. Round here,
Thank you.
into the bar.
A medium dry, I'm looking for.
So obviously you did the mother tacos. We've got Rich's, which is a medium dry, but it's more dry than medium.
That's the one I had yesterday. I really liked that
Yeah?
one. Yeah. What about Lily's? That looks like it could be a sweet one.
Yes, that's sort of a very sweet one. Our strongest one out of all of them.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, but not then. Stan's, is that a sweet one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sort of a medium sweet.
And rib tickler, that's...
More of like a mix between medium dry sweet. Basically all of them really.
And that's it. There's no actual bar itself, and just this small indoor sitting area.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the little snug.
Looks interesting.
Like a black rat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a lovely day that we're not drinking inside. We've come out into the beer garden, which is also very nice indeed.
Anyway, we don't know. We're going to go back and see.
And we're both on half pints. And what's yours, Mandy?
Mine's called Mother Tucker's.
Who?
Mother Tucker's.
Okay. And mine's called
Pheasant Plucker.
Pheasant Plucker.
Now, I asked for a round of half a pint of Pheasant Plucker and half a pint of Mother Tucker's. In about 40 minutes, I'll be going back in to try to do the same thing. That could get difficult.
Very difficult.
We'll see. Cheers.
Behind the pub is this barn where they have music. And we're going to have a look. There's not music tonight, not till Saturday. And to get there, we walk down this way and into the barn where they have the music. And there's a little stage over there on the side. Bit of seating and heating. But if you want to sit outside, there is another beer garden. From the barn then, we go through this little labyrinth thing here and out into the main area of the campsite, which is big to say the least. There's electric hookups along there, and I think there's some on the other side of the hedge as well. And there's Gwendolyn, and just the other side of that, Mandy's little Rosalie. There's Mandy's little Rosalie, and there are my solar panels, which I'm using to charge up the battery power pack. And there we are. See how much charge we've got in it. It was 61% when I left, and it's now 88%. So it's coming up slowly, but I need to move the panels around a bit, get the sun better. I've been messing about with it, and the best I've had up here input have been 78 watts, and it's got 77 at the moment, so it is going up slowly. And all this area here is for camping, and on the far side, over the other side of that, there's a little brook down there. That's adults only, the quiet area they call it. And here's the area where they put groups. That's another big area. Very, very nice indeed. And then all included in the £12.50 per night per person is this facilities block, which you enter through this passageway here. On this side they've been painting the floor, so that goes down to the gents' toilets, and so we've got to use the ladies if you want it, but the gents' toilet is down there, and there's a washing up area, and then over here there's another washing up area and the ladies' toilets, which, while the floor is still wet, the gents can use it. And it's virtually identical to the gents, with 4 shower cubicles, 4 toilet cubicles, and the wash basins, or communal wash basins, there in the middle, and hand dryers. Very, very good. From the shower block or toilet block, we go down here, and that's what they call the family area. So where's the sign? Can't find the sign. Oh, there we are, family area. And that's this area here. Fantastic. So, if you've got a camper van or a caravan and you're not playing with your model rower layout, then that's 2 really good campsites that I can highly recommend. So I hope you've enjoyed having a look at them, and if you have and you've got this far, thanks very much for watching. And for me, it's BFM. Bye for now. Bye.